I don't even know how to start this video because I am somewhat annoyed, but at the same time, this is some peak fiction by Fujimoto, bruh. Like, this is really good. But Fujimoto, reason why I titled this video I really hate this manga is because of one thing you did to me. You took away the only character that I actually like, bruh. So anyway, screw the whole I'm annoyed thing, screw Fujimoto for doing what he did, but this manga is actually really good. I got into it a week ago and now I'm all caught up. It's short at the current moment, only 105 chapters. The first arc is like 97 chapters, which is crazy because I mean that's like One Piece One Piece vibes right there. But what is this story about? What is Chainsaw Man about? So it starts off with a kid named Denji who has to pay off his debts because his father, who was trashed father. I mean, typical anime or shonen manga thing to happen, right? The main character is a trash father. So yeah, he has to pay off his dead father's debts. So he sells a testicle, one of his testicles. He sells an eye and a kidney to just make up some money. And he also worked for he killed devils for the Yakuza so he can pay them back. But the Yakuza used them and at some point they wanted to get rid of him and they kind of succeeded by making a contract with the zombie devil. So he ends up getting killed pretty early in the story. So then he ends up making a contract with his devil, his friend, right? Pokita or Pochita. I'm not sure on how you pronounce the name, but I assume it's Pochita. So I'm gonna go with Pochita for a while until I find out. And then after that, Makima finds him. So Makima is this bitch who I hate so much, and then she turns Denji into her own personal pet, dog, whatever, and Denji basically does everything she says because that's what Denji wants, because you know he wants Makima and he wants to tap that ass. So it is what it is, I guess. I'm really sick right now because I can't believe my favorite character died, but it is what it is, man. Let's get into this video. So he is a devil that all devils fear, the Chainsaw Man devil, right? Like all devils fear him and they try to steal his heart throughout the first arc, which they don't succeed because I mean Denji's kind of a broken character when he's at full power, when he's like an actual devil. So I doubt they will ever get his heart or anything like that. And then after the first arc finishes, we get into the second arc, which has recently started, by the way. And so far it doesn't seem that it's about Denji, and it's more about Makita, who is this new character who hates Chainsaw Man. So we will see how that goes. So that's practically what the story is about. I don't want to like spoil it, or maybe I pretty much have already, but I don't really want to spoil it that much if you haven't read the story yet or if you haven't caught up yet. So what do I think about the story? Like, what are my thoughts and what do I love about the story? So what I truly love about this story is that it's so unpredictable. I love reading a story that I can't tell what's gonna happen next. I just want to have plot twist after plot twist after plot twist, and I love that, and I think Fujimoto does this very well. So what makes the story unpredictable? Well, it is the amount of characters that just die. When I first read this, I didn't think this was gonna happen. I thought it was gonna be your typical shonen, right? So you have Denji, he's side characters that he can always protect, and yada yada, you know, they grow together at the end of the story, then they all become the strongest characters. But this is not what happens. Literally, this is not what happens. Like, every side character in Chainsaw Man dies. What, bro? Fujimoto, like, you can kill anyone, but did you have to kill my boy Aki, bro? I was so sick when that happened. Literally, I was so devastated, bro. Like, I couldn't continue reading the story. So many characters die. There's a lot of plot twists. I think one of my favorite plot twists was when Kishibe wanted to kill Makima. So it happened, basically, you had Quan Shi. Is it Quan Shi or Quan Ji? I'm not too sure. But she was gonna take Denji's heart. And then you had Kishibe who pulled up and having a conversation with Quan Shi, right? And while they're having a conversation, he's writing down stuff and he says he wants to kill Makima. And I was like, yo, this is lit. I did not expect this to happen because I thought this whole time that everybody was riding for Makima because, you know, she a bitch and, you know, her power is pretty broken. So, but then when Kishibe done that, I was like, I respect Kishibe so much because for a very long time, I wanted Makima out of this story. The moment she pulled up, from the very first moment that she showed up in the story, I didn't trust that hoe, bro. For real, I didn't trust her at all. But anyway, Another thing that I couldn't predict were Aki and Power's deaths. Now, a lot of characters do die, but I didn't expect them to die because it's like having Naruto, right, as the MC, as he is the MC of Naruto, and then you have Sasuke and Sakura die. I don't get that. That's exactly what it was. It was like Denji, main character, and then Aki and Power as the trio of the show. That's what I thought though. I'm not gonna lie, that's exactly what I thought was gonna happen. I did not see this coming. Aki's death got me. I mean, Power, I only started liking Power a little later in the show, but I'll get into that later. But Aki, bro, oh my god, Fujimoto, why, bruh? Why? I mean, for a while it was basically foreshadowed. I mean, he cut his lifespan, the future devil. Yeah, so it was always gonna happen, but the way it happened, that was sickening. That was so, oh my word. I did not expect that because him trying to stop the future is what led to the future. Like, it's so crazy how time works, but it is what it is. But one thing that I did expect though was Makima being an antagonist. That I saw coming from a mile away. From the very first moment, she was moving weird, bro. So yeah, that's one thing I did expect, and I was glad that happened because hallelujah, she's gone. Hopefully she's gone because I don't know what the story is gonna do next. So yeah, now let's talk about what makes Chainsaw Man iconic. Not the plot, not the cool power system, not the cool side characters. I think they do have a lot of amazing side characters in Chainsaw Man. It's none of that, it's the sex scenes, bro. Ooh wee, ooh la la. I mean, y'all know deep down in your heart that Quan Chi scene, bro, with her ladies, y'all know which one I'm talking about. But anyway, and then you get Denji grabbing, you know, titties and stuff, you know, Power's tits. Yeah, whatever, that was cool. I still find that weird. I find the dynamic between Power and Denji weird. I don't know why, but I just find it weird. And then one of the worst moments in Denji's life, and I think the worst thing I've ever read, was Himeno vomiting inside Denji's mouth. Oh, nasty shit right there. I'd never wanna see that panel ever again, bro. That was disgusting. So now let's talk about these characters. I'm gonna talk about Aki, Makima, Power, and Denji, right? I think those are like the easiest characters to talk about because the other characters, I can't really say much about them. Like Kobeni, like what am I gonna say? She a pussy. She afraid of every single thing, bro. Literally, yeah. So let's start with Aki. So Aki is a character who hates all devils because his family got killed by devils, which I feel that emotion that he feels towards devils, it's right. There's nothing wrong with that. His whole family got destroyed by the gun devil, and hating all devils makes sense because if you watch your family just get eradicated within a split second, that, bro, I will not blame you for hating anybody who killed your family like that. So yeah, so he's also a character that gets annoyed very easily, especially when other characters don't address him with respect, which is funny because when we got his backstory, we also found out that he was also the same. So it's kind of cool seeing a character grow to what he is today, and then he gets annoyed at other people for doing the exact same thing he did before growing up. So it's kind of cool. And what I also liked about Aki, who is my favorite side character in this whole entire series, I don't think I'm gonna love another character the way I like Aki, simply because I don't trust Fujimoto anymore. Yeah, so as I was saying, the way he develops his emotions for Power and Denji was done very well. Fujimoto didn't rush it, nor did he take his time with this character. I think he's the best developed side character in my opinion. The way he died was sad, but it was a fitting conclusion in a way, I guess. But I just like how he just develops these emotions for devils, the same people that he hates the most. And then you find out that he's a character who just doesn't want to lose anyone around him. He tries to avoid Denji and Power's deaths by trying to change the future, which actually leads to that future, which is kind of fucked up. But that's how time works. No matter what you do, you will always find yourself in that situation no matter what. So yeah, and then he dies by the hands of the person he wanted to protect. Now this, yeah, let's move on. Makima's character, she treats people like pets. I mean, what am I gonna say? This was further personified when Denji came over to her house and we found a lot of dogs. So she's just a pet person. She just wants pets. That's who she is. She has no emotions at all. Like, bro, I don't know what Denji sees in this hunt, but I think this is one of the most, I think I hate her the most. I think I hate her character the most in all of Shonen. Okay, I'm lying. No, Sakura. Yeah, okay, never mind. Sakura. But she shows no emotion. She's worse than a devil devil, because at least some of the devils we've seen in Chainsaw Man have emotions. She has none. She treats people like shit. Like, I think it's better to be eaten by a devil than to be treated like a pig by Makima, to be honest. I'd rather be eaten by a devil. I will never lie to you. Now let's talk about Denji. So his backstory is sad, bro. The mere fact that he eats anything because he didn't have proper human rights, like eating proper food, he didn't grow up going to school, he basically had no human rights, and he thinks it's normal. And this is crazy because when you are that young and experiencing such things and having no one around you to support you, it messes up with your mind that it becomes your new norm, and he doesn't know anything outside of that. And that's why his dreams are pretty funny, if you ask me. He just wants food, he just wants a girlfriend, because that's all he knows to get. That's like literally, he doesn't know anything. He doesn't want to save the world, he doesn't care about those things. So he does things for women, he wants women, he doesn't understand himself yet. I think there's still potential with this character. I think Fujimoto is going to make this character grow exponentially in the next coming chapters or arcs, because I don't think Denji is going to be a character who just wants to do things for women forever. I think there will be a time where Denji decides that, okay, he actually wants to save people, and I think Fujimoto will do that at some point, and we are gonna probably find out what his goal truly is when he actually decides that for himself. Then there's Power. I don't know what to say about Power. I mean, she first starts off as an annoying character. She talks way too much and says a lot of nonsense, right? And I didn't like this at first, and then I started to warm up to her as the story progressed. I think Power is that she's that character you sometimes hate and that character you sometimes love. I don't think, you know, it's a character that you can like throughout the story, because sometimes she is annoying. Well, that's my opinion, yeah. And another thing is, she really hates her vegetables, bro. She's literally like a little kid, to be honest. That's how I see Power, and that's why I always found the dynamic between Denji and Power whenever, you know, yeah. But it is what it is. Yeah, she's always looking out for herself. But there was a point, obviously, in the story towards the end where she actually protects Denji, and that I think was a good character moment for Power. I wasn't expecting that at all. Now, I really do love this series. I won't lie to y'all. I truly do love this series. I think it's possibly top 50 on my list. I read a lot of manga, so hey, please don't hate on me if I say top 50 or not top 10. If it's your favorite, then yeah, it is. But like, there's so many shows out there to read, and there's so many good stuff, right? Now, just because I'm putting it in top 50 doesn't mean it's bad. It's that good to be in my top 50, you understand? So I like Chainsaw Man, I like the power system, side characters are cool. The plot line, I think it's questionable because I don't know what the end goal of Chainsaw Man is. I don't understand where the story is going. I truly don't. Like, are we reading a story of a guy just getting a girlfriend, or is there more to this? Are we gonna have Denji fight devils or angels or stuff like that? What is the end purpose of this story? That is what I would like to know, and that's why I say the plot is a little bit questionable, but Fujimoto makes it work and it's perfect. What the story does is exceptional. Now, before I end this video, I just want to be honest with you with something. I've been a devil this whole time, and I'm gonna make a contract with you, and what the contract is, all you have to do is subscribe and you will receive the best anime and manga content on this channel, 100% guaranteed. You will have so much power on YouTube, bro. You will become the greatest viewer of all time, literally. That's all you gotta do. The contract is subscribe. Literally. Anyway, y'all, subscribe, comment, like the video. What do you guys think about Chainsaw Man? Because I think it's pretty cool. Can't wait to see what happens next. I'm not sure if this is a weekly manga. I think it is because I binged it, so I'm not too sure. So if it's weekly, I might actually read it weekly, because at the current moment I'm only reading Berserk and One Piece weekly, so I'm not really into like My Hero Academia and stuff like that. So yeah, comment, subscribe, like the video, tell me what you think about Chainsaw Man in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next one, man. Peace.